This early morning adventure brings us on a 1 hour and 45-minute flight from Juneau to Anchorage, Alaska. When we arrived, we were greeted by these colorful winter foragers, a medium-sized finch called the white-winged crossbill, easily recognized by the 2 white bars on their wings and the crossed tip of their bill, which allows them to separate the scales of pine and spruce cones and dig out the little seeds. The males are a brightly colored red and pink, and the females are yellow. It was time to pry ourselves away from our friendly little feathered friends and hit the road. Our goal was to make it to Homer, Alaska in time to watch the sunset, and included a quick detour to Seward. With so much beautiful Alaskan scenery along the way, we set up the cameras to capture every incredible moment. We hope you enjoy this not-so-quick 125 miles from Anchorage to Seward and another 168 miles from Seward to Homer. Our first leg is a 2.5-hour drive along the Seward Highway, considered the most scenic highway in Alaska, with the first 50 miles running along the entire length of the Turnagain Arm, a narrow waterway with the second largest boar tide in the world and the only regularly occurring in the United States. Twice per day, the rising tides of the Cook Inlet rush into this narrow space, causing a steep wall of water up to 6 feet high at speeds of up to 20 miles per hour, covering the entire length of the Turnagain Arm. Throughout the winter, ice traveling through the fjord becomes trapped between tides, and in the summer, this field of ice becomes an unpassable flat bed of silty mud that acts like quicksand. With a population of under 2,000 residents and just 36 miles from Anchorage, is the tiny town of Girdwood, located at the base of Mount Alyeska, home of Alaska's only year-round resort. Known for its impressive ski mountain for winter fun and an aerial tram with an elevation of 2,300 feet for summer sightseeing. This resort also offers over 300 rooms, a saltwater pool, a 50,000 square foot Nordic spa, and many fine dining options.
And we shall pass through because no valet parking for us today.
Girdwood's roadside gas station is a highly frequented stop along the Seward Highway. They even have public restrooms. We were on the road again and ready to pass straight through the former town of Portage. Many small towns and villages along the Seward Highway suffered severe damage in the 4.5-minute-long Alaska earthquake of 1964. The town of Portage, however, was completely destroyed after most of the area sank 6 feet, ending up below the high tide line. A magnitude of 9.2 makes it the second largest earthquake in the world and the most powerful in U.S. history. This intense seismic activity could be felt as far away as Seattle, Washington, and even caused the Space Needle to visibly sway. In Alaska, it triggered large rock slides, resulting in a series of tsunamis, including a massive 220-foot wave, causing additional mass destruction and the loss of human lives. The information gathered from this tragic natural disaster brought us from theory to scientific fact that the Earth's crust is made up of movable plates whose movements cause earthquakes. Based on this new information, tsunami warning centers and earthquake hazards programs were created. It also led to stricter building codes and brought awareness to the impact that soil conditions have on building. We've arrived at the Kenai Peninsula, with a population of nearly 59,000 people. a 200-mile-long and 100-mile-wide stretch of land with every wildlife habitat in Alaska except for the Arctic tundra, which means an extremely diverse population of wildlife, and with a vast network of trails, waterways, and roads, there's plenty of opportunity to get out and explore. I think I'll wait until the snow melts. At the Seward Highway's highest point of 900 feet above sea level, and almost exactly halfway between Anchorage and Seward, is the Turnagain Pass, a popular recreation area for skiers, snowshoers, and snowmobilers. Coming up is the Turn Lake Junction. Taking a right puts you on the Sterling Highway running 138 miles to Homer. But first, a detour. We'll finish the last 37 miles of the Seward Highway and take a drive through the town of Seward. Just 10 miles from the junction at 500 feet above sea level is a community smaller than an actual town, a census-designated place called Moose Pass, with a population of 219. What began as a construction camp for the Alaska Railroad in 1912 is now a very popular destination for RV campers and outdoor adventurers. Originally built in 1951, the Seward Highway is the only road between Anchorage and the Kenai Peninsula. In addition to its high traffic frequency from the spring through the fall peak tourist season, it is also extremely susceptible to damage from earthquake activity, water erosion, and unstable mudflats. Many construction projects begin in the spring and continue for as long as the weather allows in the fall. Despite the ongoing construction and maintenance efforts, traffic crews are constantly working to facilitate a minimal impact on the flow of traffic. We spent a total of 8 minutes from our first stop to the end of the guided drive through the site. Located at the end of the Seward Highway is Seward, Alaska, population of approximately 3,000. It was founded in 1903 and named after William H. Seward, the Secretary of State who negotiated Alaska's purchase from Russia in 1867. Seward quickly became a vital part of the Alaska Railroad as means of accessing the North by water. The 1964 earthquake caused wildfires and tidal waves that destroyed 90% of this most important shipping terminal. Today, Seward is a thriving fishing community, tourist destination, and a very popular cruise port. I wish we had been vloggers the last time we came because it would have been cool to compare it from summer to winter, the differences. We'll have to come back again in the summer then. Since 1999, the Seward Mural Society has painted over 30 murals throughout the town, earning Seward the official name of Mural Capital of Alaska in 2008.
Heck of a drive from Anchorage. We're in Seward, halfway to Homer, but this place is too beautiful not to stop. Gonna have lunch. We're here at the Mariners Memorial. Hiding from the wind, it is very breezy, but you can see through the hole there. This is the last remaining coal port. I just read an article that it's scheduled to be decommissioned and Alaska will no longer be in the business of exporting coal. Beautiful scenery.
Chilly.
Very cold. But what a beautiful day to be in Seward, Alaska.
It is. Anxious to get back on the road and make it to Homer in time for the sunset, we didn't stick around Seward for very long, but we'll definitely be back, probably in the summertime. Knowing that we would likely get into Homer pretty late in the evening, we decided we better stock up on some picnic supplies.
Probably one of the most scenic Safeways in the Safeway chain. I mean, can you get a better view than this? Sitka, Alaska also has a pretty awesome view from their grocery store parking lot. We'll do a video of that. They have a full-size store here. Plenty to choose from. No.
Everything wants or no?
Might as well get some variety.
That's some expensive snacks. In the summer of 2023, the Kenai Peninsula from Sterling to Cooper Landing experienced a lightning strike that ignited a wildfire so intense it burned through the entire summer from June to September, for a total loss of roughly 170,000 acres.
Stopping at Fred's, bathroom break.
What to do, I count to three when you're next to me. I love you, what to do now? Only problem is I love you, what to do, you got me bound.
After a long day on the road, we finally made it to Homer, Alaska, and yes, with plenty of time to watch the sunset on the Homer Spit. With a population of just over 6,000 year-round residents and a nature lover's paradise, this adorable little town sits on the northern shore of Ketchimack Bay and is one of the most popular halibut fishing destinations in the world. Oh my gosh.
We made it to Homer in time for the sunset. Nice beach fire. Love the smell of campfire smoke. Sandy beach. I hear the halibut fishing around here is amazing. I could believe it. What a beautiful place. We did it, babe. We made it all the way.
We did it!
Seward, Homer.
We're only super freezing.
Pretty windy, but sunset's worth it.
Yeah, it is.
For the vlog.
For the vlog!
Keep on trucking. If you know,
Hey, you can't
you
say
know.
that. Cutting off our cases. But I'm not going to eat it on camera.
Lunchtime picnic, waiting for the sunset. Gotta love chasing sunsets all over the world.
All over the whole world. Also, this is a dinner picnic. With little time to spare, we quickly made our way down the Homer Spit, a 4.5-mile long piece of land extending out into Ketchimack Bay. Lined with businesses and the Homer Boat Harbor, this popular and busy strip is the very reason the town of Homer began. After the Cook Inlet Coalfields Company laid a railroad track along the spit to connect the docks to the coalfields. The 1964 Alaska earthquake caused much of the spit to sink, shrinking it down to the approximately 508 acres that remain today, and allowing the salt water to destroy most of the vegetation, leading to what is now a mostly gravel and sand terrain. During my research of these wonderful places we visited, and reading so many shocking and terrifying accounts of the earthquake's devastating events throughout most of our incredible state, I have been so emotional, scouring the internet and reading as much as I could until well into the middle of the night, and finding myself nearly sobbing at times while almost reliving their experiences in my mind. I am incredibly grateful for the hard work and determination that went into picking up the pieces and bringing these communities back to life, so we can still experience the wonder and beauty that small Alaskan towns have always been known for.
If you would keep me waiting, I would wait a lifetime. In tricky situations, I will be a lifeline. Nobody's meant to be fighting alone. That's why I'm taking you home. I never felt something like this before, no. Keep coming back for you time after time. Maybe I'm losing my mind, but I know I'll never leave you behind, no. Baby, I got you. When you feel like falling, I'll be there to prove, yeah, that baby, I got you. No matter the distance, no matter the hoops, yeah, baby, I got you.
After an incredible sunset and my first ever successful time lapse, it was time to find a place to sleep. It felt so special to take in the Homer sights before the busy tourist season, but honestly, I loved it so much I plan to return to experience the summer beauty of lupin fields, bear viewing, and of course, the halibut fishing.
When you feel like falling, I'll be there to prove, yeah, that baby, I got you. No matter the distance, no matter the hoops, yeah, baby, I got you. 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 I got, baby, I got you. I got you. I got you. I got you. Ocean in between us, still I feel your heartbeat. There's something about you, baby.
Aspen Hotel. Even though we were outside of the prime tourist season, we still managed to get the very last room available at the Aspen Hotel. Can't Wait, see our room. How do I get this up? Alright, which way? 310. This way. A little kitchenette. Fridge. Oh, it's clean. How cute. The bathroom, nice big closet. Couch. Bed. Hi, Stephanie. Thanks for the clean sheets, Stephanie. Sweet. I love it. So cute. And it's clean. Which, you know, that's a big deal for me. Plus the smell of steak. So now we're going to have to go find some steak. I think we'll stay. After sitting all day, we decided to take a walk around the property and found the perfect spot to watch the last of the daylight slip away. Babe, we're in Homer. A little treacherous. Whoa. What is that? Something big and pure white just went by. There it is again. Is it an ermine? It's a rabbit? Oh, I love wildlife. Little hopper bunny. Just hopping about. Yeah, I see its little white butt, but the camera can't. Maybe it can. I'll put an arrow if it can. Come back, little hopper. Oh, there it goes. Oh, how cute. He's all white. He's got his winter coat on. This is the cutest little spot. And it's all light down here, too. Amazing. I'm so excited. In the next episode, we have breakfast in a train car, make our way to Whittier,
Nice and cozy in this one great big concrete building.
and make it back to Anchorage just in time for another incredible sunset.
Don't you worry about a thing, baby, I got you. Yeah, baby, I got you.